But you know, I got a lot to learn, and I'm willing to own up to my mistakes and my false advice. Many of you have seen on Instagram that I'm no longer eating a raw foods diet. I was eating a 99% raw foods diet starting January 3rd. A few months back I was experimenting. I did like a 40-day streak. I failed during December, got back on January 3rd and lasted all the way to after marathon. And after the marathon I felt compelled to start eating cooked food because, you know, originally I started eating 100% raw foods. When I'm on my long runs I was having like pasteurized fruit, pasteurized gels and stuff, but you know, originally why I want to go to 100% raw was to enhance my recovery from all the running training that I was not used to. My legs were taking a beating, and looking at my training volume, I wasn't putting that much hours in. I didn't necessarily have to eat more calories, but I just needed to recover quicker. So I felt like a 100% raw foods diet was gonna be the diet to help me recover better. I'm not sure if it actually helped me recover that well, but it definitely helped me lose weight, which totally translates to faster running times because you got less weight to carry from point A to point B. So that's why weight's so important as an endurance athlete. And yeah, and it was a good diet while I was doing my running training, and then after the marathon, I'm now getting back into cycling. And with cycling, it's so easy to burn a lot of calories. That's why it's the ultimate sport if you want to lose weight, because you can be on the bike for so long. You can burn so many calories, and it's relatively low impact. And swimming is also relatively low impact, but I'm more familiar with cycling. You know, most people can get the idea of riding a bike rather than working on good swim form and swimming, you know, a mile or 2 miles, which for most elite level swimmers, a mile or 2 is like, this is nothing. So yeah, I got back into cycling training. My volume was increasing from an average 8 hours a week of running now to up to 12 weeks of cycling and running. I'm not totally giving up running because I want to still have good strength in that sport, because I know what happens when you give up a sport. You lose muscles in that sport. That's what happens with cycling. So up to 12 hours of training a week, I need to eat some more calories, and I feel comfortable eating cooked food again. And what raw foods really taught me, and what I'm really grateful for, is that it taught me to eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm full, and it got me out of the orthorexia, out of this eating disorder tendency where I thought, you know, fat and protein was gonna make me fat or was gonna make me put on mass like a bodybuilder. I learned with a raw foods diet that it's not the case. With a whole foods, plant-based diet, a diet that's rich in fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, beans, all the rest, all the healthy whole foods, you know, it doesn't come down to macronutrients with what's gonna put on weight for you. Your weight is gonna be determined by the amount of calories you eat, and that like was super enlightening. So it totally opened a new way of eating for me. Now I eat much more intuitively. Now I eat what I crave. I don't look at the shredded coconut and the chia seeds going on my smoothie bowl as bad and gonna make me fat. I don't look at that little bit of sea salt I just added to my salad and the avocado and the mac nuts and the pumpkin seeds I added to it. I don't look at it as gonna make me fattening. Actually, it's actually making me less bloated, and it's actually fueling me better and satiating me more. Instead of eating a food that my body really doesn't want to crave, but I taught it to, I'm telling it to do, and I'm not getting satiated, I'm overeating it on it, and I'm struggling with my weight. So, you know, this raw foods diet taught me how to eat properly again. And I have to say, I gotta thank eating raw till 4 and 100% raw foods, because at the beginning, I needed that discipline. I needed those strict rules to help me eat healthier. But over time, you know, I had to change, you know, and that's why I'm eating the way I'm eating now. You know, I'm including a little bit of cooked food because I need the calories, and you know, I'm paying attention to more when I'm full, and I've trained myself now to actually stop when I'm full, where I was so used to just being gutted, just being so stuffed, being numb, that it took me a couple of weeks on the raw food diet to adjust to that and to stop when I'm actually full. And the raw foods diet's really good because it's easy to pinpoint when you're full. When you're eating cooked food, it's a little bit harder, but it is possible, definitely, no doubt about it. So I started eating cooked food. I started eating some pumpkin seeds, some higher fat foods, and I'm loving it. And I feel like my performance has been super good. I'm putting in 12 hours a week of training. I did an epic long 4-hour bike ride yesterday. The average power for it was 222. It was not normalized. It was one of the best rides I've ever had for that duration. And you know, I'm coming back to how I'm originally meant to eat. You know, raw till 4, raw veganism, these strict rules help me create discipline in my life. But now I'm transitioning into eating more intuitively, which is an important message for anyone that has been on a raw vegan, high carb vegan, raw till 4 diet, and they've done it for a long period of time, and they're still struggling, they're having binging episodes and they're feeling guilty. Well, maybe that guilt we're experiencing is actually what our bodies actually are craving, and we've totally got it wrong. Because a direct experience, what really triggered all of this is because after a 4-hour bike ride yesterday, you know, today I'm ravenous, I'm really hungry, and this is the case when I always do long rides. The day after, I'm super hungry, I want to eat, I want to throw down. And for lunch, you know, in the past, I'm like, no, I gotta stick to my guns. Even though I'm craving calorie-dense cooked food, you know, some fats, a little bit of salt, I gotta eat fruit because that's my diet. I'm on a raw till 4 diet. I'm a raw vegan diet. And now, like looking at the pattern, and now learning that, you know, certain macronutrients don't put on weight. It's actually the amount of calories you eat. Now I'm looking at it, you know, that my body actually wants cooked food for lunch, and it wants a little bit of salt, it wants some fats. And now, you know, I just had some potatoes and some salad, and most people say, you know, you'll get bloated, you get full, but that's only if you overeat. if you got the skills and you got the intuition to stop when you're full eating these foods, your body's gonna get all the nutrients it wants, and it's not gonna have any adverse effects. No bloating. I don't even have gas anymore. People say that, you know, you get gassy on certain foods. I feel like I only get gassy when I overeat. So today, you know, had a lovely salad with potatoes for lunch, and I feel great. And I feel like I'm finally on the diet that's gonna fuel me best as an athlete. I'm always constantly growing, adjusting, updating the way I'm eating, the way I'm training, and I'm sharing it with you. You know, there was probably I've given some false advice in the past where I was just simply ignorant, unaware of the truth. And I got a lot to learn. I'm only 22. I'm turning 23 next week, which I'm stoked. But, you know, I got a lot to learn, and I'm willing to own up to my mistakes and my false advice. And I'm willing to share my updated advice on what I've been feeling, because I really just want to share what's best, and this is my way of contributing to society. So let me know what you guys think about this video. I hope it helps. I hope it helps to get people out of some dogmatic ways of eating, even though they're good at the beginning, at least for me. But overall, I think it comes down to intuition. So give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below what you think, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Consider donating to my Patreon. Kind of helps support me and the effort I put into these videos. So if you guys want to see 37 freaking awesome recipes, vegan, high carb vegan, raw food, high fat, gourmet desserts, chocolate strawberry cheesecake recipes, go feel free and check out my Patreon. It's just like a $5 donation that you can pay monthly, and you get access to all my recipe videos. I've got 37 up there. If you donate just once this month, this April, you get, like, you know, all these recipes for the 30 days. You know, you can screenshot them, you can save them, and it's in recipe video format. So, you know, if you're not really good at making recipes, you can see visually how it's done. So feel free to support me on Patreon. Link is down in the description below. And I love you guys. I'm coming back to my roots. There's one video that's brought me back out of my rut, and I feel a lot kinder, happier, more productive, and that's kindness. If you want to see another epic, inspiring video, click the link down in the description. It's from the Vegan Talks channel. I uploaded it there. Kindness is key. Peace. No longer. Oh my god, this cat's so funny.